Okay, I am excited that everyone is here today. Tonight, thank you for taking some time out tonight to hop on and hear about some amazing strategies from some of the jewels on our team about how to earn Leaders Retreat. So we have Leaders Retreat coming in the spring. We haven't gathered together for leaders in a while, and this is an event you will not want to miss. And literally, it is something that anybody can earn, even if they haven't joined Plexus yet. So you could sign somebody up next month and they could earn Leaders Retreat. So this is doable, very, very doable for all of you on this call right now. Even if you have 0 points in your back office at this moment, we have lots of time. So the way this call is going to work, we're each going to go around. We're going to share for about 3-4 minutes each, 2-3 minutes each. We're going to keep it short and sweet. And then we're just going to give you our top tips. We all are talking about a little bit different topic each, and then we'll close out the call. So hopefully it won't last more than 45 minutes, and then y'all can start your bedtime routines and be on your way. So first, we're going to kick it off with Heather Burke, our Mama Diamond.
Hey everyone, we're so glad that y'all joined on the call. So I'm just going to jump right in, and my top tip is that you do not count yourself out before you even start. And I know there are done blah, 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 cannot talk. There are a ton of different personalities on this call, and some people just see a goal and they run for it and they think I'm absolutely going to hit it. But then there's other people that maybe have a mindset block like me, and I tend to, that tends to just immediately think, oh, I'm not going to be able to get that. I'm not going to be able to hit that goal, hit that, whatever target you're trying to achieve. And I just want to give you a little word of caution there and a story from very recent experience. So with this last success sprint that we had going on, I just immediately thought, I've been busy with things. I've been sick. I've been all of this checked out. And I thought there's no way I'm going to get it. And so and my goal was, of course, like the big prize at the end, but I thought there's no chance. The biggest thing I can get is maybe level 2, which so I only needed to sign one person for that. And I had my one person, and I was content. I was like, okay, checked out and everything. And then towards the end, I started realizing, oh, I maybe could get this whole thing. And so we were seeing on Bobby's leg, it was doing really good. So the last 2 days of the contest, we ran having to get 5 people for him. We got it. He swept the contest, and we're like, whew, that's awesome. But now we still need one person for me. And then we did it. And I thought, well, now my points there look really good. I wonder what I could have done, but I was out of time because I had counted myself out before I even started. And what that wound up costing me when I checked my points yesterday was that I ended the contest 60 points shy of sweeping both legs. And because of my lack of belief in myself, I cost myself that. And I'm telling you guys, the last thing you want to do is get to the end of a contest and realize that the reason you did not hit a prize or a level is because you didn't believe in yourself. So that is my top tip. Run from the very, very beginning like you're not only going to hit your goal, but you're going to surpass your goal. Do whatever you can that is in your ability to go all the way, whatever your all the way is. And you know what? If you don't hit it, that's great. At least you know that you have run your hardest there. And you know that if you get to that end and maybe you didn't get it, you've done everything. But there's nothing worse than getting to the end and realizing that you could have got it had you only tried. So that's my top tip. Next up tonight is going to be Ariane. We're going to be talking about all sorts of different topics. So hopefully something will resonate you, but Ari is ready to go.
Hi, guys. Heather and I are very similar, though, and I could have said everything she just said, including not reaching my goal because I didn't push myself hard enough. So learn from us the opposite way. On a more practical level, though, and again, some of us are going to speak to some of you and not others, but I know when I say this, some of you are going to say, okay, you're speaking to me. So who of you, when you saw the Q4 sprints and that they were all about Leaders Retreat, and that Leaders was in Orlando and it was March 12th through 14th, things went into your head that thought, oh, I don't think I can go to that. Oh, it's right before spring break. Or I've already been to Florida. Or I'm not really a Disney person. You had all these negative things, and you kind of just said, this really, maybe I'm not going to just be too checked into this Q4. I'm just not as excited about maybe as I was last time. Okay. First and foremost, like Nikki said too, all events are always awesome, no matter where they are or when they are. We know that. But also just a friendly reminder that these sprints, all the quarters, are really to help you grow your business and maintain a good business. All the prizes and the trips are really the cherry on top. So I don't want you to worry about if you can even get there, what the details will look like, what COVID will look like, who knows, in March. We want you to pick a goal and go for it and worry about the details later, because when you get to the end of December, again, your business will be better for it. Your confidence will be higher for it. Your leadership will have grown because of it. And your people are watching you. So whether you have one person or tons, they are watching you to lead well. And I'm holding a mirror up to preach to myself in this as well. So just remember, it's about the big picture, and the prizes and trips are the cherry on top. And with that, along with what Heather said too, pick a goal that is scary for you, that's going to push yourself. Because again, the whole point is pushing yourself. So for a few of us, like earning leaders is not going to be that much of a push. Earning the shopping spree, which I really want to, which I never have, is a push. So that needs to be my goal. Just like Heather said too, will I reach it? I don't know, but it should not be because I didn't try, because I did not set that goal before me and go for it. So like the saying says, you shoot for the moon and you at least land among the stars. So shoot for the moon, at least you'll land among the stars, and you'll be better for it. Your business will be, and we all get to celebrate in person, Lord willing, in Florida in March. So Lauren, you're up next.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, a few people on my chat thread can barely hear us. I don't know if that's on their end or our end. I can hear you guys just fine, but I was just going to throw that out there. Thank you. Everything you guys have already said, Heather and Adrian, I can just attest to everything you've already said, and I feel it in my soul. I am just like Heather, I know for sure. I'm an introvert, but I like to call myself an introverted extrovert. And so even though I like the whole, I'm kind of like play it safe type thing, I love to be around people, and I miss my people. I miss you guys on here. I miss my team, and I want to be at Leaders Retreat. Like, I am ready to go. Yes, I've already been to Florida. I've already been to Disney, but I'm ready to go. And so I want you guys to, it's been far too long. We need to get together. We need to be in person. And, there's nothing like being in person. And so I want to chat with you guys real quick about just never forgetting your why. I know a lot of you on are veterans. You've been with Plexus for quite some time. Some of you, haven't been with the company for as long. But for me, I've been with Plexus for almost 8 years. 8 years. I haven't done anything else 8 years consistently besides being a mom. So for me, it's a really big deal. And it also, it can somewhat get monotonous sometimes. And so we always need to revisit our why, because our why should be always growing and always moving with us through the seasons of our life. So we never want to forget about our why. We want to make sure it stays at the forefront of our business, and that we always revisit it and we always reevaluate it. Because for me, I did not start this for the business. I started the business because of the products and the health testimony that I had and the passion that I had for the products that propelled me into accidentally sharing and accidentally getting a business. So, for me, my passion is very, very important to me, because the passion is what drives me. The passion in my why is what propels me. So my why in the very beginning is very, very different today, 8 years later. So we want to make sure that we're always revisiting our why, reevaluating it, writing it down, making some sort of memo or a board or simply just a sticky note, but always remembering our why and revisiting that. As an introvert, why is very, very important to propelling me into my daily activities. You can, be taught all the IPAs, how to message, what to say, what to do. But if you don't have that passion, for me, A, it won't drive you to do the work, and B, I feel like it won't show in the work. I'm a big believer in being genuine and humble about your posts and your messages and the things that you do present on social media and the things that you message with your potentials. I feel like, network marketing is all around us. And so just bringing that genuine to your messages and your posts, I think people can really feel that when we are. So don't forget your why, reevaluate your why, have it at the forefront of your business every single day. Don't be afraid to write as a diamond. I'm going to write down and reevaluate my why today so that it's right there with me, propelling me into my daily activities and moving forward in my business. And the last thing I want to say is just like the other ladies had said, do not count yourself out, because you don't want to get to the very end. And it doesn't matter if you just signed up yesterday or if you're a diamond in this business. Do your daily activities and you will see yourself into this leaders retreat. So I'm excited to see you all there. Okay, and our next speaker is Miss Rachel.
Hey y'all. Okay, so this is the beauty of our business. I am multitasking, hosting dinner for my sister and her boyfriend in 30A in Grayton Beach. And I said, I'm going to the car for a couple of minutes to do a call. So here we are, and it is such a pleasure to be on here. And you guys, how amazing are these women sharing these tips and inspiration every time I learn something new. So if you're not taking notes, start taking notes, because these women have amazing things to say. But what I'm going to talk to you guys about is casting your vision. And I have kind of a motto, and it's you can only achieve what you believe. You will set your bar based on what you believe that you can do. That's just how it goes. If you can't visualize yourself doing something, if you can't see it happening, you're not going to get there. So we need to go ahead and visualize what we're actually wanting to achieve, because if we don't, it's really hard to do it. So I want to talk about casting your vision, aligning the vision with your team and family as well. So the first thing I want you guys to get really clear on is your non-negotiable goal. Okay, that is the goal that no matter what happens, no matter what's going on, you will achieve that. Sorry, my notes just closed. I'm using my husband's phone on my phone. So you will achieve that. It could be, and I have been doing this business for 8 years, and this is the only thing I've done for 8 years ever. And I've watched people, and it could be as simple as you saying, I will achieve this trip. I will earn this, because maybe for you, you've never earned it before. Maybe it's something that you've never seen yourself doing. So whatever your goal is, there is no too little goal that is your must-do goal. Okay, I want you guys to have peace on that, and always strive for more, of course. But if you feel in your heart that all you really want to do is earn this trip, great. There's so much up for grabs. There's so much up for grabs. But the biggest thing is that you need to get really clear on your achievable, must-happen goal. Okay. And the blessing of this is really spending the time with the people, being able to take your family, and absorbing the vibe and energy and excitement of a Plexus trip. So, oh my gosh, where did my thing go? Okay, can y'all still see me? Okay, Wi-Fi, awesome. All right, once you have your, what I call your 100 goal, like 100% I will do this, then you set your goal that you really want to work towards, a big scary one. So like the girls were talking about, I haven't earned the shopping spree before. I want to earn this. So you are clear on your 100 goal, and you are clear on your big scary goal. You're going to work towards your big scary goal. This will happen. You will believe that you can achieve it. But if you don't hit it, you're not going to beat yourself up. You're not going to say, oh, woe is me. Oh, Plexus this. Oh, this and that. I didn't achieve it. You're going to be okay with it because you achieved your 100 goal, right? Which is the one that we have to achieve. So what I want you guys to do is get images of this. Literally, like cut them out, print them out, take screenshots, whatever you have to do to get really clear on your images. And either you can make a collage, like a digital collage on your phone using Pic Collage, which is one of my favorite apps, or you can get an old school poster board. Whatever you feel like you want to do. Some people like to do arts and crafts. Some people are like, ew, I don't have time to do arts and crafts. Okay, cool. Open up a collage, throw some pictures in there, print it out, put it on your fridge, put it in front of your family, and call it a day. Okay? So So what this does is this sets you in motion for your goals. This sets your intentions towards it. Okay. Something I've learned that's really important as well is to find out what your leader's goals are. Because sometimes we can go, well, I want to achieve the shopping spree and I got this. I know that these 3 people are going to do this with me and I know that we can make it happen. But the reality is that you might have other leaders on your team that are striving towards it and want the shopping spree, and you guys can run together. So find out what your leaders are going towards. Plexus trips are so much fun, but it's way better, honestly, when your teams are there, if you can get them there. It's a huge, huge blessing, and it's so much fun. Okay, so the last thing that I want you guys to do is share with your family. So even if you just have a significant other, or if you have a spouse, or if you have children, whoever it is that you're going to be taking time away from, potentially to work on this 100 goal and your big goal, let them know that this is where you're at. Let them know that this is what you're working towards, and share this with them. Include them in the journey of you earning it. Show them your vision board and ask them what they would be excited about. For example, if you have kids, hey, if we earn this, we get to go to Disney. You know, mommy will get to go to Disney. We can do this, we can do that. And get them excited. Get your husband excited about a trip, just you two. Whatever works for your season of life, include people in this and make it fun for your family, make it fun for yourself, make it fun for your team. So that's all I really wanted to share is you can only achieve what you believe. Cast the vision, set the goal, and get the visual down. Poster board, collage, whatever you need to do. And you guys, the sky's the limit. Who is after me?
I think I am.
Amy!
Hey guys, Amy Welch. So I've been with this company 6 years. I earned my, I'm hearing feedback from me, I think. Okay, Rachel. I have been with this company 6 years. I earned my first leaders retreat when it was in National Harbor in DC back in 2015. And at the time, I wasn't even sure what it was, but I'll tell you what got me there. I was bold. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys tonight about, being bold. And a lot of times people think that means you have to be an extrovert and you have to put yourself out there. And that's not what I mean. When I say being bold, I mean being bold in your belief. And if you've been doing this for a while, you may need a swift kick in the pants on finding that unbridled, almost naive passion and crazy belief where no one, not even yourself, can tell you that you're not going to earn it, right? Because you believe 100% that you're going to be at Leaders Retreat. You may not have any clue on how it's going to happen, but that's going to come if you have that belief. Because without it, all the skills, all the messaging, all the IPA, all the why Plexus calls, those don't mean anything, okay? So I want you guys to be bold in your belief of actually 4 things, and you cannot waver. And sometimes you need kind of a lesson or a retraining on your belief. And the first one is the products. People need them. And you have to truly believe this. You have to 100% believe, like I do, that everybody needs Plexus. They just don't know it yet. Okay. And how do you get that belief? Well, our products work. You can look at all the studies. You can look at all the testimonies. You can research the ingredients, right? But you have to be bold in the belief of our products. You also have to be bold in the belief in our company. You have to 100% believe that Plexus is the best, right? How do you do this? Well, talk to people. Look at your own experience. Man, in my 6 years of being with Plexus, they always do the right thing, even when it's not in their favor. I've seen them do things that other companies would never do because it's right for the field and it's right for the customer. Look at all the accolades we get. We get a monthly email of all the press releases and all the times Plexus is in the press. Look at that. Look at our ranking on all these Inc. 5000 and direct selling news. Look at our building. Look at the fact that we're debt free. But you got to be bold in the belief for the company, because you are the company. You're not doing this and, you know, Plexus is off doing something else. You are Plexus. You also have to be bold in your belief in the industry. This is a hard one for some of us, especially like me when I was new. You have to believe that network marketing is amazing, because guess what? It is. And you are a network marketer, whether you like it or not, you are. So you cannot kind of have these thoughts in your head like, oh, I'm not really a network marketer. It's kind of sketchy, but Plexus is different. No, I was a snob. I thought all network marketing was sketchy. So how did I build my belief to know that it's actually the best industry ever? Do your research, right? It's the most profitable business model. The world's richest people invest in them. And so some of you might be thinking, man, that all sounds great, but how do I build my belief in that stuff? Because I'm brand new. All right. We used to talk about something called the shield of confidence with Plexus, where you could look at testimonies, you could look at our money back guarantee, you could look at the scientific studies we have, the crazy growth of our company, but your own personal story, whether it just means, the products worked good in a week, or all of the testimonies that we have. Okay. But the last one that I want you guys to have this crazy, bold belief in is harder, because you can't get this belief from a study or a press release or a product testimony. You can't get it from anywhere else, because it's being bold in your belief in yourself. Okay. And I can't give it to you. No one else can give it to you. I wish I could. You may have years of negative programming that you have to undo. So when it comes to Leaders Retreat, I want you to undo it and ask, what are you waiting for? Go after the life you want. Hit that Leaders Retreat goal. Stop thinking it's not going to happen. Stop overthinking it. Stop second guessing yourself because Rhonda from high school sent you a nasty message. Stop being timid because Aunt Sally returned her triplex. Okay. Be bold in your belief in yourself. There are plenty of people who are going to do this. So why not you? Be bold in your belief in those things and you will be unstoppable. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to turn it over to Rena.
Hey there. Okay, so everybody can hear me okay, right? Okay, good. Okay, so this is all amazing. So how are we going to get there? So we're going to get there by talking to people. So what I want to talk about is how we can just naturally and organically talk to people every single day. So one non-negotiable for me every day is reaching out to people about birthdays. It's the one thing we all have in common. We all have a birthday. That means that you're going to be talking to somebody on your Facebook list at least once a year. We're going to go for more, but at least you're connecting with somebody at least once a year. So, sorry. Anyway, and what this looks like, so if you go to your Facebook and you go to the Facebook and you type in the search bar and you just put birthdays, it's going to generate all the birthdays for that day. So, and what you're going to do is, we all know how to wish people a happy birthday right on their wall. But what you're going to do is you're going to take it to a private message. You're going to take it to Messenger, possibly even a text if you know them really well. And you're just going to simply say, happy birthday. And you could even use a GIF or something fun. There's like fun little balloons. And so when they respond to you, what you're going to do is, when they say thank you, you're just simply going to say, do you have big plans today? What are your plans? Or if they respond the next day, then you're just going to simply say, and what did you do yesterday? Did you have a great day? You just want to have an organic, natural conversation. A natural conversation. And really, this can apply really with anything. So if you're scrolling Facebook, instead of just liking and commenting there, take it to a private message. Simply say, oh my goodness, your puppy is so cute. What breed is it? Or your kids' Halloween costumes are amazing. Where did you get those? Or even something like, your vacation pictures are awesome. Where did you go? So it's so easy. I think we overthink it all the time, how to connect with people, but you can truly organically connect every single day. And I'll tell you, I've been with this company now for 7 years, and I would say maybe only 10% of the people that have joined me have reached out to me first. So what does that mean? It means that 9 out of 10 people you're going to have to go talk to, and you're going to have to do the scary thing. But I promise that you are adding value to them. And another little tip, when you are in these birthday conversations or you're in these natural conversations, you can just simply say, hey, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but you probably have seen everything I've shared about, gut health and everything that it's done for me and my family. Have you ever heard of Plexus or the pink drink? And like Amy said, the world needs what we have. So there's no shame. there's no shame in what we're doing. People don't know what they don't know. And so, yeah, so just if you reach out to 3 to 5 new people every single day and start these conversations, I guarantee we'll get to spoil you in Orlando. And, next up, we have Tammy.
Hi guys, I'm Tammy Mitchell. And when Nikki and Heather were talking about this and they asked us all, what topic do you want to talk about? I just went immediately, how to stay on track when you're a squirrel. And anybody who knows me knows that I'm a million different miles per hour, every which direction. So I want to help you guys. If you feel like, you're all over the place, I want to help you, okay? Because this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so we built our belief just tonight, y'all. I am pumped. I'm ready to go. So what I want you to do is first thing in the morning, I want you to get up and do your daily, prayer time, have that quiet time. But then I want you to start your plan. Okay. And Nikki's going to talk about a plan. You're going to hear other people talk about the plan, right? And I'm not good with numbers, so I'm going to rely on her. But you have to have that plan of action. And so you're going to have, this destination. And I've heard Genevieve say this, people get on a plane, they don't anticipate, their pilot doesn't have a map, right? Your plan is going to be your map, okay, to get to your destination, whether it's 700 points, 2,000 points, whatever your goal is, that is your destination. And every single day, you are going to be focused on that number. I want you to write it on your mirror. I think Rachel talked about this a little bit. If you're crafty, get that number somewhere, in your arts room or whatever. I'm going to put it on. I have a big whiteboard. I'm putting my numbers already there. Put it on your refrigerator. And I also want you to tell this number to your stockholders. And who are your stockholders? Those are your family members, okay? Those are your children. So whenever you feel like, you have so many things going on and you feel guilty about it, that's part of the thing that distracts us, is a lot of times we start feeling selfish. Make sure that your children and your family know that this is not just about you. This is about them too. This is about you wanting to take them to Disney, okay? So make sure that you talk to your stockholders, okay? Also, another thing I want you to write down, and this is truth, and I've seen it happen, is failing to plan is planning to fail, okay? So remember that and start your plan now, okay? Number 2, eliminate distractions, okay? You need to find a place, okay? Nikki did a video a long time ago. A lot of times we hear the term, oh, you can work plexus in the nooks and crannies. For the next 3 months, wipe that out of your mind, because we are not working through the nooks and crannies. We are going to be focused and we are going to go to work, okay? So eliminate those distractions by finding a place. Is that in the closet? It might be, okay? If that's where you need to go, find the place where it's quiet and you can stay focused, okay? Number 3, avoid freakouts, okay? So what's going to happen, and it's already happened to me, so I can say this, is you're going to have, bumps in the road. You're going to see Nikki post a chart that says you should be here in order to reach your goal. And you're going to be like, I'm not there. And then you're either going to cry in the corner or you're going to do something crazy, okay? I don't want that to happen, okay? Think about a squirrel and winter comes and he hasn't gathered all the nuts, right? And so he's freaking out and he's running around, and then he's not paying attention and he runs out in the road and he gets slammed by a car. Do not be the squirrel. You're going to start doing it now and storing the nuts now. You're going to start going out after Nikki and everybody talks. You're going to have that plan in place and you're going to be focused. You're going to eliminate the distractions. You're going to go to work and you're going to hit your destination. And that's all I got. So Jaja is next.
I don't really know how I'm going to follow that up, Tammy, because I don't have something that's as fun as you just talked about. So I focus on having a simple system of your own. That can mean your follow-up system. That can mean creating an event and sharing it with your team members, and have the team members host a event themselves. You can also do messenger events. And so Rena was talking about birthdays, reaching out to people about birthdays. Another way that you can incorporate is to have a Google form that you can send to these people and ask them if they want to have a sample sent to them. So you'll get that Google form back. You'll have their address. You'll have their phone number. You can put their phone number in Project Broadcast. You can continue to reach out to them with other specials that we have. You can also have them pick which sample they want through the Google form. And another simple thing that we have is Simshare. Does anybody use Simshare? It's kind of like Post My Party. So you can do a whole lot of groups and events at one time. It's simple, click, and it goes to everybody's group that you've created. It's just simple, plug and play, and make sure all your team members know this. I can tell you that there's somebody on your team that does not know about Leaders Retreat. So make sure that you reach out to every single new person and everybody that is in your downline that may have been there for 7 years. And maybe this is the thing that's going to get them going. I apologize for my scratchy voice. We're all sick in this house. So make sure you have a simple system. If you ever want to have help, you can message me. I'll tell you, and I will even share my events with you. And up next is Diamond Ambassador and new mom, Jill Renfro.
Hey guys, I am already in bed. That's new mom life. I'm ready to go to sleep. The baby goes to bed and I'm going to bed. So I'm going to chat about being consistent, because what we do every single day matters. And that's with anything in our life, right? If we want to climb out of debt, what do we need to do? Stop charging things on the credit card, right? If we want to have a clean home, we need to pick it up every day. If we want to lose weight and eat right, what do? Take our products, focus in the kitchen. Everything that we do, we cannot do it for just a day, just a week. It's about being consistent. So take that over to your business. It's super easy. And I'm going to call some of my people out over here on my team. It's super easy to do something for a week, right? My team just came off of a great IPA challenge last week. We were rocking it Monday through Friday. Guess what? Some people are already quiet. They did. They done. They ain't there. Okay. So it's super easy to do something for 1 week. It's really easy to do something for a hot minute. Right? When someone's shouting you out and there's giveaways and there's a group and holding hands. What about your day-to-day activity by yourself when nobody is watching, when nobody's shouting you out, when nobody's checking up on you and saying, hey, did you do that? Hey, did you check in? What'd you do? It's the things we do behind the scenes, right? It's kind of like our walk with the Lord, right? We can go check to this, check to this, check to this. It's the things we do behind the scenes that nobody sees, right? That he always sees. That's exactly the way that it is with our business. The consistent things that we do is what is going to build that huge momentum and make a difference in our daily business. We can post one time, right? We can share a story one time. We can create an event one time. We can reach out for a hot minute, but going back over and over, even when a season, when you feel like nobody's responding back to you, nobody is connecting with you, you're saying the same old thing over and over. And I've told my team this many a times. My story is my story. It's the same story for 7 years. It ain't going to change. My story is my story. And so it can feel Charlie Brown teacher, want. Here we go again, talking about the same thing. I've already posted that. I've already talked about that. Talk about it again and again and again and again. I had a girl reach out to me today. My baby's 3.5 months old. I've been on Plexus almost 8 years, right? And she said, hey, did you take Plexus while pregnant? You know what my response was to her? Do you live under a rock? Girl, where you been? Hello? Like, are you for real? For real? Are you really asking me this? And we laughed and giggled and this and that. She was like, oh, I just thought maybe you were just posting about it because that was your business. No, not at all. I absolutely took it during that time. But that's showing up, being consistent. I actually was able to refer some of my posts back to her and to show that I was consistent. I did post this 7 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever. So somebody who you think saw you may not have seen you. That's why we continue to cycle that over and over and over again. I don't have to be perfect in what I do. I just have to be consistent. I'm not a perfect poster. I'm not a perfect writer. I'm not the product guru. And don't ask me to help you forecast your numbers. I'm going to send you to Nikki. That's where we're going with that. Okay. But you know what I can do? I can show up and be consistent. I can be a face for Plexus. I can be a product of the product. I can continue to talk to people. I can continue to love people. I can continue to do those daily, simple activities that make a huge difference. So it's so easy to say, I can do it. I can do it. Are you still going to be doing it next week? Are you still going to be doing it next month? What about in November when you're traveling and you're eating and you're going? What about in December when all the distractions of the holiday? You have to be committed, even when the season gets busy, even when there's a lull, even when you feel like there's crickets and nobody's responding to you, you still have to show up. So remember, write this down. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. So I'm going to pass it right back over to Nikki.
Awesome. Thank you, Jill. Okay, I've loved hearing from all of y'all. It's so inspirational and encouraging and exciting. And now we're going to talk numbers. So I hope y'all are ready to talk strategy. So this is I think my 8th leaders retreat. And I have earned the shopping spree 7 times. Now I want to tell y'all this, not to be like, oh, yay for me. Only one of those 7 times did I earn it because you guys were all of it was because you guys were rocking and rolling. But only one time did it happen where it probably would have happened had I slept through that contest. Every other time came down to the wire. Every other time came down because I had a strategy. I had a game plan. I had a mission. I had a vision, and I had it all set out. Like, very rarely does it happen where you just have everything's in perfect momentum and everything just rolls out for you nicely. Like, those 7 sprees were not luck on my behalf. So this is doable, guys, but you need to know what you're shooting for. You need to know. I mean, it's easy for me to say you need a game plan when you're like, what does that mean? So the very first thing that you need to do is get in there. If you do not know off the top of your head exactly how you earn credits, if I ask you right now, how many points will you earn if a level 1 re-ranks this month? How many points will you earn? Do you know the answer to that? If you don't know the answer to that, guys, get in there and read how you earn in this contest. Because I am seeing so many of y'all, you get your updates after commissions posts and it's like, oh, fun, it's bigger. And you don't know how it got bigger. You need to know that. You should know where they were going to be before it updates. Like, this is so crucial because it could literally come down to like a 5-point difference of you missing out on this because you weren't aware of what was happening. There's some really easy wins in here for you to get some big points. Did you know if you add somebody this month, if you add a new ambassador this month and help them to fast start silver and help them keep silver for the next 2 months, that's 120 points right there. You just got 120 points off of getting one person silver. Like, that's a lot. I mean, just go out and get 6 this month, get 6 people, get them all the silver, and you've got leaders retreat in the bag. Like, that's not that hard, right? Like, I mean, I know that's not easy, but it's doable. Like, this is something that if you put your mind to it and you dig deep, like these are doable things. Here's some of the fun things. If you have a team that's a little bit older and you're working with a lot of data here and a lot of people, go look for your silvers. This is where you're going to really cash in. Go look for your silvers who've lost rank because they only have 2 people commission qualified and a 3rd person at 90 PV. Like, you're missing out on 20 points right there on that silver maintaining rank. I mean, that's the same as adding a new ambassador, which is easier, helping them get that one person, order a follow pro bio or going out and getting new full VIP customers. Like, don't miss out on these little easy wins that are there. So my goal for you guys tomorrow is like really get super familiar with how you earn credits. I want you earning credits in every single bucket. I don't want you just earning credits off of adding 1 through 4s. I want them on every bucket. I want you maintaining your rank. You know, I want you getting it off the paid rank, off the re-ranks and off the team maintaining ranks, and making sure everybody is working toward the same goal. So you're working together as a team. Again, like the times I've won these shopping sprees, it hasn't been because I went out and added, 500 level 1s. It was because my team was all working with me and we were rowing together, and they were adding and they were earning too. Like I wasn't the only one earning. I would have one year we had, I think, like 12 on the team that was at the spree. Like we've had some really, really big winners and big turnouts. And I want this year to blow that year like out of the water. Like I want to see all of us there at Leaders and all of us shopping together at Nordstrom, because it's like the most fun experience you'll ever have. But come up with a plan. So right now my goal for y'all is by Friday this week, I want you to have exactly how you're going to earn your goal on paper, and send it to me. Send it to your closest diamond. Send it to everyone you want to know. Shoot, post it on the team board. Like let's put it out there, because the more people you send it to, the more you have to commit to it. If you send it to one person, they'll give you an easy out. It's easy to be like, I didn't really say I was going to do that. But if you tell like 50 people, I'm going to Disney World in March. If you tell your kids, we're going to Disney in March, like you're committed. Like that's big, So that's get really scary. And that's claim some really big goals, and then come up with a concrete strategy on how you're going to get there. And just one last thing with this concrete strategy, know there's a good chance you're going to have to pivot. No, there's a good chance that at the end of October, you're going to have to rewrite how you're going to get there. You're going to have to keep revisiting it. Don't expect that you can write it down once and it's going to go exactly as you planned. There's going to be lots of pivots along the way, but it's okay, because you know what your goal is and you told 50 people and it's happening. So Heather's going to close us out.
Hey, I am so glad that we put Nikki last like that. We needed her. It's so funny. One time we did the John Maxwell quiz, and she scored like the top of the top for law of navigation, and I scored a big fat 0. And we were like, this is why we're the perfect power partners. Because if you ask me to map something for you, I'm going to be like, Google Maps. I don't know. Like, I can't tell you how to get somewhere, but Nikki, she's amazing at that. And I just want to thank everyone, because we're all so different. And I think that's so needed when you have a team. I think sometimes people think, oh, I need all these people that look like me, but that's really not what you want. You want people with different strengths, and you want people with different weaknesses, because that's how we balance each other out. You have people that speak to the heart, and you have people that speak to the numbers, and you have people that like speak to that part of you that's like, I can't do this, and they're cheering you on. I mean, I was like so fired up when Amy Welch was talking. I'm like, yes, oh my goodness, yes. And I mean, then Tammy, I just want the energy of Tammy. But I just want you to know, I mean, we have new mamas showing up here. We have people that are showing up when they're sick. We have people showing up when they have family in town. But that is how much these leaders love you and believe in you, that they showed up for you. So when they talk about consistency and showing up, know that they're not just saying that for you. We're preaching that to ourselves too, and we're doing that too. And also know that a lot of times when we're talking to you about the things to overcome, it's because we're constantly having to overcome them as well. So we are excited for you guys. We believe in you guys. And I'm so just excited to watch you all run in this contest. So have a great night. And I cannot believe we actually kept this to 45 minutes. Amazing. Have a good night.